The Canadian father and son duo of Gregg and Doug McNair have made their way southeast to New Jersey with Hambletonian dreams as they both make their Hambletonian debuts. Osceola was third in his elimination and is drawn post 3 in the final. Can the son of Muscle Mass pull the upset for his Canadian and U.S.-owned connections? Gregg, so nice to be catching up with you, of course, as you're making your Hambletonian debut here, you and Doug both. How are you feeling coming into Saturday?
Oh, I had a few butterflies there. It's been the closer you get, the more you're worried about it. You seem to get things going through your head, how the race is going to go. I'd say it's the biggest day of the year. So, no, it's sure you're thinking about it all week, anyways.
For sure. Let's talk about the reason we're here. Of course, your star colt Osceola, a colt that was a homebred for you and your connections, and of course you own a piece of him. And take us through kind of that 2-year-old campaign. And he had a decent year, right? He doesn't have a lot in that win column or the money column, but I feel like you guys have keep putting him on the big stage. Take us through kind of last year and then how you feel like he's coming into 2023.
Well, he never last year's 2-year-old. There was never too many races he was in where he was just kind of usually one of the favorites, or we never ever thought he was outmatched. But you didn't know when he was going to stay trotting or not, so it makes it tough. Like a lot of people know that, geez, if my horse can beat that horse, he'll win. With this horse here, if he stays trotting, you know he can trot with him, but he don't always trot.
Of course, leading into the last couple weeks, of course, you raced him up there in the good times. So you've had the confidence in the colt coming back at 3. You know he can do it. You said he's had a ton of speed, but he has to behave. He has those braking issues. Now, and of course, you thought enough. Ship him down here last week, put him in the Hambletonian elimination, and he makes the final. But interesting, if you watch the line, had the rail, got away way back. Tell us a little bit about how he is to drive and get through the race.
Well, you just can't drive like you just can't think that you're going to leave and try and land in behind the 2 horse or something like that. You gotta see how he's trotting, and you take your time with him. But at the same time, you don't want to get too far back either. So I mean, he's definitely got the speed to go with him.
When he drew post 3, were you happy? And did you think that's a good spot for him?
Yeah, it's a
great spot.
It come down to the 3 or the 9. I didn't watch it. It come down to the 3 or 9. I was told, and way sooner to have the 3-hole than the 9-hole.
Now, of the 3 Canadian connections that have made the final, you decided to ship back home, and then you came back midweek here to New York as you have been at Mark Ford's training center. But tell us why you decided to make the haul back up there.
Well, we didn't bring an extra flake of hay with us for the horse because I thought if we figure on staying for the week, we'll be going home on Sunday. And
I like that. I like your style.
Anyhow, we stuck with what we said, and it was real hot here too. But it turned around. Actually, last Sunday when we left, it was pretty nice. It wouldn't have been too hot here this week. We went home.
How do you feel that he's fared through the week?
Oh, he had a good week. He shipped down. He's nice and fresh. Trained him at home there, and he worked real good. Confident
going into Saturday. How do you think he stands up against the rest of that wide open group?
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't surprise me if he's at the front or the back. It won't surprise me, but sooner see him the other way, front.
As we said, for a debut for you and Doug both, what would it mean to be standing next to Doug holding that trophy on Saturday?
It'd be really something.
Gregg, thank you so much and best of luck.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.